Hello, and welcome to Weaving My Wheel. And this Weaving My Wheel is not about a particular gate. This is my completion. This is my closing of the cycle. I arrive at my end, which is only ever my beginning in softer clothes. My circle closes, not with finality, rather with a sigh. My soft breath of becoming. I have walked my wheel, one gate at a time, not desiring to conquer, rather to see, to listen, to kneel before each threshold and ask, what am I required to see? I took my time, turning with each season, allowing each transit to shape me, heal me, polish me, deepen me. I have danced with my pulse of individuality, with my raw creative fire, and my melancholy wisdom. I have felt my lows of retreat and my highs of inspiration, and learned my difference is not a defect, but a doorway. I have traced my lines of collective logic, my patterns, my blueprints, my sacred geometries where my mind searched for answers and discovered great beauty in asking better questions. I have surrendered into my currents of collective abstract, where my memory flows and meaning waits beneath confusion still to be clarified. And I have learned to trust in what arrives without needing to explain why. I have tasted my strength in my tribal bonds, in care, in protection, in ancient rhythms of belonging. My bargain is not only about survival. My bargain is about my sacred exchange. I give, I receive, I honor my whole. And through my journey, I have walked as a projector. I have been recognized. I have been invited. I have learned patience, living in my aura, vibrating like a tuning fork in my world. In my past, I may have forced my energy where I was not welcome. And now I wait for doors to open. And when I am invited, I take my time before I step in with my clarity and my precision. My journey has been more than stories. My journey has been my remembering, my restoration, my reclamation of my voice, of my purpose, of my gentle power, living in my deep presence. And each gate taught me something. Some whispered, some shouted, some simply stood still and waited for me to see. Now I sit with my tapestry laid before me, my wheel woven in words and wisdom, in willingness and in great wonder. Where once I would have rushed towards my next, now I trust. I know my next cycle will come in my perfect time. It always does. For now, I breathe, I rest, I soften, and I receive. And I honor my contribution. I have not just told stories. I live my stories. And as I bring my journey to conclusion, even as my wheel keeps turning, I give thanks for my path, for my guidance, for the crows, and for my grace. And this story brings my second journey around the mandala to a close. It's been a remarkable voyage and one that I have been privileged to share. And my friend Cynthia helped me craft my words into conscious language. Do you think crows caw in conscious language? Do you remember the blackbirds from the first series? This series I have slightly more exotic birds. I have egrets and eagles and crows. Cynthia and I worked together so well. I'm going to move you. I'm moving. You don't have to move. We worked together so well that we decided to create a book. And it's a book that is these 64 gates, not exactly the same as they've been in this series, but based on that. So it is really a conscious language version of the Rave I Ching. And we have a publisher for our book and hoping it will be out in hard copy in April 2026. Not exactly the same as Weaving the Wheel, and we don't have a title yet. Weaving My Wheel is actually our working title. We have revised and refined our offering, still based absolutely on Ra's transmission, empowering and very beautiful. It's very strong, very strong. And we went through every gate and every line and every word several times to make sure that the language was right for human design. So the circuit keynotes were correct, the gate keynotes, the type keynotes, as well as the conscious language being correct. And it's a very precise project that we have, as I say, also remaining true always to Ra's transmission. So thank you for sharing this second journey around the wheel with me. I hope you have found value in my offering. And please feel free to contact me as always if you'd like. You can leave a message below this video or you can contact me through my website. Would you like to? Please know you are very welcome to get in touch. Oh. And I really was going to leave the wheel alone for a while after this second journey. But it seems that the wheel doesn't want me to leave it alone. And I have another series. It's been bubbling away for a little bit, and it begins with gate 17 in a couple of days' time. And it's going to be a little more irreverent, maybe a little mischievous even, maybe even rude. But there's a limit to how much I'm allowed to swear on social media, so that constrains me somewhat. But I'm having a lot of fun writing it, and we'll see how it turns out. And I hope you will join me. And until then, as always, and always, in all ways, continue to love yourselves wildly and, well, what else can I say but from this beautiful place that I found myself in. I'm in Kerala, in India. And, oh man, what a life, huh? I get to do my transit. That actually, you can't really see that, but that little tiny bit, that's a kite. It's called a Brahmini kite, and they're really quite big. And oh, they're so beautiful. You might have seen photos. I put some photos out on them. And yeah, so I have another week here in Kerala, and then Bear and I continue our nomadic journey. So yes, this next series of gates, which actually, spoiler alert, I'm calling Gate Crashers, is going to be filmed from all over the world again. So yeah, love yourself and go gently.